everyone, it is Holly, and it is a rainy, dreary day today, so the lighting is awful. But anyways, I am here with a book haul, and I'm calling this like a reasonable book haul because I'm, I am trying to save money this year, be responsible, trying to pay down some debt, feel more comfortable financially because I haven't really felt comfortable since I bought my house. And everything in my house I did have a little flooding incident while I was on vacation. So, things are going great. Yeah. Anyways, but that, and also there are so many books on my physical TBR already that like, I just want to be more responsible with my book buying. I actually only purchased 2 physical books. So they are both new releases. So they are Sparking Fire Out of Fate by Brigid Kemmerer, which is the 3rd and final book in the Forging Silver into Stars series. I like this cover. What I don't like about it is it is very different texturally than the rest of the series. Like these are like that like buttery soft, and this is like that shiny stuff, which I am sure this is substantially cheaper. I have not read this yet, unfortunately, but I do plan on reading it soon. I have to read it because I have to read 75% of the books I purchase in order to accomplish my goals for this quarter, in order to buy my microwave card. So it has to get read. So yes, but I really like this series. It follows mainly 3 characters, and it takes place after the A Curse So Dark and Lonely Heartstrikers, that's a completely different, Curse Breakers series. I love all 3/4 characters. Every once in a while we get a 4th one. I'm hoping in this one we get more of that 4th character. But yes, I think Defy the Night is still like my favorite Brigid Kemmerer work that I have read so far, but I really enjoy this, and I feel like not enough people talk about these. This like just came out, and that is Love Song by Elle Kennedy. I have no ambitions of finishing this before the quarter ends, which is why I need to read the other one, because not reading this one. I mean, like maybe, but highly unlikely. So this is her newest release. This is I think it's the start of a new series, but it's another 2nd generation book. In this one, we have the son, I believe. Yes, we have Wyatt Graham and Blake Logan. So they are the son and daughter of the first 2 couples in the off-campus series. I can never remember like which one's off campus, which one's Campus Diaries, which one's like, I think Briar U is like the Dare, the Chase, the Play, like all of those ones. But yes, I did not love the Charlie Method, so I thought about not pre-ordering this, but I decided to try it anyways, because generally Elle Kennedy and I mesh very well, and I think this is going to be a fun one, if not for the dad chats, which like, let's look. Are there... oh, I just saw some text bubbles. But I feel like they're all like within, okay. Good, because dad chats between the dads, Logan and Garrett Graham, are going to be horrible to each other, I feel like. And oh my gosh, and like the Mistake, which is Logan's book with Grace, is my first Elle Kennedy and probably my favorite. They just have a special place in my heart. So I am very excited about this. I will hopefully read it in the next quarter. I just don't think I will get to it this quarter. And then I did purchase 2 audiobooks. So one, I actually thought I had already purchased this audiobook, but I didn't. I do own it physically, so I thought I would show you. And that is Last Dragon Standing by Rachel Aaron. So I reread the first 2 books and then have been reading the rest of them. This is my next audiobook. It's the last book in the series. This is on my series goal for the year. This is the Heartstrikers series. It's like urban fantasy. They're dragons, obviously by the title. And I'm assuming this is Bob. I just assume. And there was a lot of things that happened at the end of the last book. So it follows loosely, like basically this dragon named Julius, and he's kind of like the odd man out dragon in his family, the Heartstrikers. His mom is not well respected in the dragon world. She is known for basically just popping out babies. She names all of her babies, like each clutch of them is alphabetical, so he's at the end with Julius. And he meets a woman who is like a magician, and her name is Marcy, and they start doing things, and like his mom, Julius's mom, has like put like a spell thing on him. I can't remember what it's called, but like so he can't transform into a dragon and everything. So he's on this like journey, and the world has just gotten more complex. It's kind of like a post-apocalyptic world. Like Marcy and Julius live outside of, they call it the Detroit Free Zone, the DFC, and there are spirits and magical elements. There are like Algonquin is like a elemental creature. It has a lot of similarities, I feel like, to Anne Bishop's Written in Blood is the first one. I can't remember what the series name is called. Like they're not the same, but like some of the same like core like creaturey elemental things. But yes, a lot has been happening in the world. There is a lot of movement going on between different dragon clans. We're learning more about how magic works in the world. Like this is not a lot of book to finish things up. And Bob is a seer. He is Julius's older brother, so he is from B Clutch, so he is one of the oldest dragons, and he is just always causing chaos. So much happened in the last book, and there was so much like joyful resolution at the end of the last book that like I'm very concerned about where we're gonna go in the fifth one, because I hope those characters remain happy. There are some loose ends about some other characters that like, are we gonna figure out what's happening with them? I'm trying to be vague because like this is the last book in a series. But I do really enjoy these. The audio isn't my favorite. It's one narrator, and he does a good job, and he's growing on me. But so I did buy this on audio. Actually, it's on Kindle Unlimited, the series, and so I borrowed it from Kindle Unlimited, and then I could do the audio for like $2.99 or $3.99. So that was great. And then the other audiobook I got was Chasing the Ring by Lauren Rowe, which was a new release. I almost bought this physically too, but I decided to be responsible. I have read pretty much everything from Lauren on audio, and I had an Audible credit when I pre-ordered this. So I had pre-ordered it with an Audible credit, and I listened to it on audio. It's a football contemporary romance. It's very cute. It is traditionally published from her, which is exciting. And I know there's going to be another book in the series. I can't remember. I think it does come out this year. So I will probably buy that. I may end up buying that one physically because I don't have an Audible membership right now, and I don't think I will get another one. It was this girl, and she ends up finding out her fiance is cheating on her right before the wedding, and she just lays into him at the wedding and becomes like a viral sensation, and then tries to go on her honeymoon by herself and ends up running into this football player who's like a star quarterback who's trying to get traded or join a new team because he wants to be closer to his son. They end up like sharing a like bungalow situation in Hawaii through a series of unfortunate events, and she doesn't know who he is, and he likes that, and it was a lot of fun. It is very much a Lauren Rowe book. I feel like if you like it's a little lighter. I feel like some of her, like the Club series, is definitely a little on the darker side, like just the content. Like there is some things surrounding the main characters that is a little darker, but like the Morgan Brothers books and stuff, I feel like this is like right in line with those. So yes. And then I did get 2 arcs this quarter as well. So I got My Kind of Guy by Sarina Bowen, which I got as an ALC. This is her latest release. It'll be out by the time you're seeing this, I think, or about to come out. It is the latest book in her Hockey Guys series, which is a series with of male hockey romances. So usually just one of the characters is a hockey player, but it's kind of like various things. And I didn't know we were getting more in this series, and I think we're actually going to be getting another one. These take place in like the Colorado area, which is very different. She's written some books out that way, but a lot of them are in like the Northeast. And I listened to it on audio. These books are always such a joy to read. They're just like so easy. I remember reading one of them on like a long run. And really, like, I feel like the only reason I got through that run was because of the book. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, I just want to know what happens. It's worth it, for this. So this was very cute. And I like, so Beck, he is the hockey player in this one. He is a goalie, and he's specifically a goalie for a farm team for the main team in this series. And I thought that that was a nice, different concept. And then Forrest owns a bar. And Beck kind of like just hits on him, and then like through a series of events they end up like hooking up eventually, and then like things evolve from there. And I just think Sarina is so good at writing romance and like romantic chemistry between characters. Like, I don't think she has ever written a couple that I did not believe cared about each other, loved each other, were attracted to each other, like made each other better people, but were also such good characters on their own. Like, she's so skilled. I mean, not to like kiss ass, but like, I love it. And then the other arc I got was from her as well, and that is Big Stick Energy, which is the next book in her, I think it's New York Legends series. So the first one was, it came out last year. Oh my gosh, what was that book called? Thrown for a Loop. And so this one, we had sequel bait in the first one. I have not read this yet because it comes out in June, so I've made the decision to like hold off. I almost did read it. I got it right before my vacation, and I almost read it on vacation, and then I said, no, Holly, wait until it's closer. So that is what I'm doing, but it's gonna be like a hockey romance, and I'm very curious about these two characters because we met both of them, especially him. I am very curious about how this romance is going to play out and what these characters are like. And I'm also curious about the writing, because in the first one, it was mainly from her perspective, and I feel like it was written more like women's fiction than a romance, which is interesting. So I'm curious. I still really enjoyed Thrown for a Loop, so I'm sure I will enjoy this as well. And this one is traditionally published, just like Thrown for a Loop, but My Kind of Guy is independently published, self-published by her. So yes, but so those are the books that I have obtained this month. I do have to read 2 more in order to accomplish my goal, but I think I will, so I'm not too worried because one's audio and one's physical. So this shouldn't take me too long. I think it's like 12 hours. So it'll be like 6 for me. I usually listen on 2 times speed, sometimes a little longer. And then Sparking Fire Out of Fate is pretty short. And also I think once I pick this up, I'll just read it very quickly based on how the other books in the series have gone for me. I'm going to try to only read it, like pick it up next weekend, because I feel like otherwise I'm probably not going to sleep or something. But yeah, so that is my winter book haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.